Alright, this is Lamentor from Grave Robber. I'm going to give you a quick tour of what I'm using. We're pre-cornerstone, so as you can see, everything's kind of a mess. But I'm going to show you what I'm using right now, what I have used, and what I'm kind of thinking about doing, so when you see us, what you'll kind of expect to see in here. Alright, so here we go. A lot of people ask me, well, you got such a big tone, and you guys sound so huge for having just one guitar player. Well, part of that is my bass player. His tone is just unbelievable. And I'm also using this. So let me show you. This is a Splone Quick Rod, Scott Splone. If you haven't heard of them, you need to check them out. They are excellent amps. They're all handmade. Scott kind of has his hand in making all these, so I guess you could say Scott personally made this for me, along with everybody else in there. They're excellent amps. I love the sound. It's Marshall. Essentially, it's a real Marshall-y tone, real articulate, and real bitey. But where Marshall lacks, Splone picks up. So it's got more low end, more gain. I also have on this, it's got a little gain gear switch. Right now I'm running on 2, so it's kind of a Marshall 900 sound with a little more gain. I just put some new tubes in it, so I gotta kind of adjust my gain in my settings a little bit. But this is it. This is the head. I'm hoping to get another one here before long, either this or a single channel. I've also been looking at a couple other amp companies, Carvin, Orange. I want to find something that complements this really well, so I can run 2 tones, get a even thicker sound on stage. That's running through 2 Mesa halfbacks. I've used these on a couple tours, and I've also used another cabinet for just space in the van or trailer. I used these on the last East Coast tour. They sound great. They're halfbacks, like I said. Bottoms are closed in, tops are open. Bottoms are EVs. I think they're 60 watt, and the tops are the Black Shadows, Celestian, I believe. And these cabinets just sound fantastic with the Splone. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So run to the pedal board. These 3, the tuner, the Morley Wah, and the Ibanez, the Tube Screamer. All these are going to be in a smaller pedal board here in a little bit. And the rest of the stuff I'm going to put in a rack. I have rack mount versions of everything. So we're going to kind of shrink this pedal board down because I don't switch channels. I really don't do anything other than tune and put a little boost on and do some wah stuff. So anyway, let's go through it real quick. This is a Boss chromatic tuner. And, you know, just about everybody's got one. Does a good job. Morley Bad Horsey Wah. This is a Steve Vai. It sounds great for what I use. And then an Ibanez TS10 Tube Screamer for all my lead boost. It does an excellent job. It's a little older. I think it's a 86 maybe. So it's the same age as me. Then the Splone Quick Rod, the switcher, which I don't really use. I have it up here. On occasion I'll push the gain boost. And if I'm getting a lot of noise, which you know I usually do or don't, sorry. I'll put it on the clean channel, like noise gates and whatnot, kind of cut all the fuzz out. So this will be in a rack here before long, and I'll just set it up and, you know, don't need to touch it. We got a Whirlwind AB switch, which is not set up right now because the rig is torn apart. Now these 2 pieces of equipment are essential, I think, for any guitar player. It's a Boss equalizer and BBE Sonic Maximizer. And they really focus on my tone, make it thicker, heavier, and much clearer. So really, if you want to know the secret to my tone, it's these 2 pieces and in combination with the Splone head. Just phenomenal matchup. It's a match made in heaven. And these they really focus on my tone. And then let's move over here to the other rig. Here's the Mesa pedal. This is the old rig, which I'm thinking about combining right now to run 2 different tones. It's just a Mark IV, or not a Mark IV, sorry. It's a Quad Pre, and it's running, well, I'll show you the rig later, but this is a pedal that runs that, the rack mount. And then this is a delay chorus pedal. that runs the rack, what's in the rack. So it's an 80A, so it's older, like older gear. All right, here's what's in the rack. This is the old Lamentor rig, so if you saw me a couple years ago, this is what you saw. It's said it again. It's a quad pre, which essentially is a Mark IV. It's just not powered. 4 channels, graphic EQ. I love the Mesa sound. It's fairly comparable. This Mesa is fairly comparable to the Spallone head, so I'm sure they would sound great together, but it's just awkward the way things are set up, so I'm trying to figure that out right now. That's running into a BBE Sonic Maximizer and then into the Mesa 5050 power amp. And here's that ADA delay and chorus rack, and this does a good job for what I need it to. And it's just a basic Korg tuner I'm not using right now, and then a Digitech Harmonist. It's a vocalist, sorry. I don't use this at all. I used to have the metal group I was playing in, I used a lot of crazy sound effects and things, but I don't really need that for Grave Robber. And then an Art power conditioner, that's what I'm using right now. I got a Furman on the way. So that's the Mesa rig, and that runs into this Paul Stanley cabinet. It's a Randall. I love this cabinet. It's my favorite cabinet of all time. 75 watt Jensen's, and it's a tank. It's bigger than normal guitar cabs. In construction. It's just larger. And man, does it pack a punch. It just sounds huge. But if I could get more of those, that's what I want to do. So anyway, let's move on to